Breaking, the YSL RICO case has been placed on hold indefinitely. Now let's get to it.
The YSL train wreck, in the YSL criminal case, that case will be put on hold. For how long? Indefinitely. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The case that was taking forever is now on hold for we don't know how long. Another judge will be assigned to decide the motion for recusal that was filed by several of the defendants. Now, initially, Judge Glanville had ruled on the motion for recusal, and Yak Gotti's lawyer told him, Judge, at a minimum, you have to send this to another judge. The judge didn't listen to him. They filed an appeal to the highest court with a writ of mandamus. The highest court issued an opinion reminding Judge Glanville of what the rules are. Now Judge Glanville is making a number of changes. He spent the morning in court this morning making a record of everything that he did. Literally, he just went in there and put on the record everything that he did so that the other judge and the appeals will be able to see it exactly. Then he said, I'm not holding an order to show cause hearing. Previously, he told Attorney Bumpus and everybody else who was in the room at the ex parte meeting that you're all going to come in here and somebody's going to tell me who the leaker was. Now he's saying, I'm not going to do that. And he actually said on the record today, I don't need to do that. I'm not interested in that, acknowledging his mistake in choosing that whole line of inquiry. And we'll see. Now, basically what's going to happen is they're going to spin a wheel. All the judges' names are on the wheel. The wheel's going to land on one judge. That judge will decide whether Judge Glanville can continue to be the judge in this case. Stay tuned.
Okay, everyone. As you can see what this video is going to be about, you saw that clip from Lawyers for Workers. He is a real attorney. You guys need to move around, get with the program on various different media related platforms, far as Facebook, far as IG, far as X, YouTube. There are plenty of professional attorneys who are out there, and Lawyers for Workers is one of them. Yes, so I do follow him on a couple platforms. He's very entertaining and interesting, and he does, to my understanding, employment law. So check him out. He does employment law, I believe, for New York. Just to piggyback on what he was saying, the YSL case has been put on pause, on hold indefinitely until it is, to my understanding, until another judge decides on the motion to recuse. This is Legal Tuesday, so go ahead and smash the like, share this video, subscribe, all of that. Thank you all for tuning in for Legal Tuesdays. I will be doing Legal Tuesdays really quickly. Let me just say this. I'm going to be doing it in the beginning of the month and the end of the month. So I said last month I was going to make some changes, and that's one of them. So Legal Tuesday will be the first Tuesday of the month and the last Tuesday of the month. So, okay, back to the topic at hand. So you see the Fulton County, Georgia, messy court cases. Yes, YSL case on hold indefinitely. Judge Galveston is here. He's the judge presiding over the Young Thug case, RICO case, many other different defendants, to my understanding. And this is YSL, Slime, Young Thug. My apologies, but that's his rap name, Young Thug. His government name, I think, is Jeffrey Williams. Excuse me, Jeffrey Williams. Don't quote me on that, and correct me in the chat if I am wrong. Basically, you guys, when I say that this Judge Galveston, is being brought before the court, there's a motion, quite a few motions out there, filed by other attorneys affiliated with this case as well, not just Young Thug's attorney. They're asking that this judge recuse himself. And what does recusal mean? Recuse means that this judge has discretion based off of the motion to say, hey, okay, I'll remove myself from this case because I don't think I could carry out my duties, and I'm just paraphrasing, carry out my duties as a judge on this case fairly and ethically, or my decision making has gotten in the way, and I haven't made the best decisions or actions legally over this case. So yeah, I'm going to remove myself. So it's kind of like a voluntarily leave, indefinite leave, and let someone else take over the case. So that's what recuse means, you guys. And you can Google this yourself as well. I encourage you to. So based on my observation, I have read online through various websites and media related sources, this case is bullshit. It was BS in my opinion from the beginning. It reminds me of the Trump case and should not have been brought before the courts, in my opinion. Hence, it's a waste of taxpayers' dollars, in my most humble opinion. And when I say that, you guys, my point is prosecutors or the district attorneys must prosecute cases ethically and fairly. So Judge Galveston, let me just speak to this really quickly, is being questioned on his actions that he's taken as a judge in the courtroom over this case. Really quickly, he had an ex parte type of meeting without the defense there. So to my understanding, that's a violation of court rules and procedures. From a judge perspective, is you have the legal rules and all of that, of course, as a whole. So, and they're all sworn to duty by those, meaning when I say all attorneys and all judges. So Judge Galveston is being brought to the forefront of the court because of his actions in the Young Thug case, which again, he had a quote unquote ex parte meeting, meaning a secret meeting in his chambers, and everyone was not there. He did not put everyone on notice. And you know who was missing? Young Thug's attorney. Yeah. So that was found out, and it just went downhill from there. This happened early June, you guys. So it's more to it, but I'm just giving you just a quick, brief, overview of why Judge Galveston and the YSL case may be in jeopardy as a whole. Back to as far as the district attorneys and prosecutors and law enforcement officers, because they are the ones who are going after the criminals. Like, they are the ones who is saying, okay, you did this, so you have to pay for doing this crime. We believe we can prove it in court. And judges also, you guys, like I was saying, have a duty to be fair and ethical as well when presiding over cases in their courtroom. And this is not happening in either case, meaning the district attorney and the prosecutors, also the judge in this case. But the issue at hand right now is just the judge. But when I say the prosecutors, the district attorney, I'm saying from my own thought process and opinion based off of how they've been navigating things. So, but you know what? It can go hand in hand with them as well too, because they were present at that secret meeting. That being said, it's not happening in this case, meaning that they're not moving ethically, meaning they're not prosecuting the case fairly, hand in hand, the prosecutors, district attorneys, and then the judge is not doing his part. Newsflash, you guys. It's not like this is something new. Right. It's not like this is something new, you guys, meaning across the United States, these legal tactics from a prosecutorial perspective. Sometimes it happens, probably more often than we think. And I believe it's been happening for decades, meaning ethical related actions by prosecutors and DAs and judges. To me, in my opinion, I believe it's highly likely that it's running rapid in the courts, in a courthouse. So, like I said, I believe it's been this way for decades. And in my opinion, guys, social media is just exposing the questionable and unfair tactics of the criminal justice system. Okay, you guys, commercial break. Okay, everyone, you see the Cash App right here. Yes, right here. Go ahead and hit the Cash App if you are interested in donating. All donations go toward content enhancement creation. Additional donation methods can be found in the description section of this post. Donations, likes, shares, comments, and most importantly, subscriptions to my channel, The Mix, helps this channel grow and evolve from a content creation space. So thank you guys for your continued support. It lets me jump right back to the topic. So, one thing I will say about the social media era, technology era that we're in, it can be a gift and a curse. And I like that as far as a gift perspective, when you're able to see things like this, because this impacts the United States as a whole. So, and also too, there's learning opportunities for everyone. So, but let me know your thoughts, you guys, down in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and share another clip with you guys from Lawyers for Workers. I'm going to leave you all with that, but let me know your thoughts. Again, this is Legal Tuesday. Drop some comments in the chat. Do you think the entire YSL case, RICO case, is in jeopardy of being completely like dismissed or thrown out or mistrial, something like that? In my opinion, possibly so. There's a high chance, possibly so. You see that this recusal motion going to another judge to review, because Judge Galveston don't supposed to be reviewing his own stuff, and that's what he was doing to you guys. It just was really weird to witness off of some of the videos I came across. I'm like, what? How is he? Okay, but anyway, so another judge is going to be presiding over the recusal case to see if Judge Galveston will be kicked off the YSL case. So when will another judge review it? They have no idea, as you heard from Mo, Lawyers for Worker. They call him Mo too on the internet, and he calls himself Mo. I don't know why, but I think his name is Mo Gant. His government name is Mo Gant. So, but nevertheless, so yeah, so you just never know how long this is going to take. The courts are backed up anyway across the United States. A lot of courts are backed up, and that's coming off the heels of the pandemic. So this is going to be interesting, you guys. Let me leave you all with this clip. Let's engage in the comment section. I'm going to run some polls. Thank you all for tuning in to The Mix, and like this video, share this video. Let me know your thoughts. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.
Biggest factor in the YSL case right now is the Fulton County court system and how long they take to decide motions. They're going to spin a wheel with all of the judges' names on it, and whatever judge that wheel lands on is going to decide the motion on whether or not Judge Glanville can remain the judge in the YSL trial. And I'll tell you something, as much as me and you and probably half the country is very captivated and interested in this trial, The judges in Fulton County, I bet, don't give a shit because they have their own calendar, they have their own rules that they need to worry about and ethical obligations that they need to follow. And when they get assigned, whoever gets assigned this motion, they can take their sweet ass time deciding it. There's no rule on how quickly they have to decide it. And Judge Glanville was asked this question. The prosecution was like, hey, Judge, can you expedite this? Can you move things along? Judge Glanville was like, yeah, I can't speak on this anymore. This is going to another judge. It's an active matter. I have nothing to do with it. I'm not going to speak on it. And so you have to understand that if this takes another judge 2 months, 3 months, the jury has been sitting for 8 months. The jury has to stay off social media, not talk about this with family and friends. The jury have jobs. At some point, it becomes unreasonable to keep the jury. At some point, it becomes unreasonable to think that the jury hasn't been on social media in a world where their phones sense everything around them and then their algorithm feeds things that are relevant to them. At some point, you're going to have grounds for a mistrial based on the jury just being out too damn long, if we're not there already.